to search a local park after receiving complaints of a man causing a disturbance.
Scaling the park fencing, bouncing on and off it. Can hear him in the background shouting, been going on for 30 minutes.
I think we've got him inside by the pavilion.
Where's the pavilion?
Trying to climb the lamppost.
Oh, he's trying to climb the lamppost now, apparently.
Have we got him?
Yeah.
By the time Tats and Eloise arrive, Moz has managed to coax the man down.
Mate, what's your name?
My name is Love.
What's your name?
My name is Love.
Say again.
My name is Love.
His name may be Love, but it seems the only thing he loves is his alcohol. Eloise uses the man's bank card to see if Control have any record of him.
I'm gonna call Ghostbusters!
As you can still hear, he's quite vocal. And unfortunately for him, he's been coming in tonight for being drunk and disorderly.
He is what I would class as a happy drunk. You know, he wasn't angry, wasn't violent, wasn't aggressive. So that does make quite a nice difference, actually. I think that was what made me giggle more than anything else.
So if they're aggressive, they're obviously dealt with differently than the likes of him in the back here who's auditioning for the Eurovision by the sounds of it.
There are plenty of people on the streets in the town centre.
You always find if you go in at the lowest level, people see that and they'll speak to you like a person rather than as a police officer.
Well, I'm Dylan.
Hey, and Steve.
I'm Dylan after
You have my services. If anything goes wrong, I'm on
it.
We'll call you.
Got this.
You got it.
Justice is our cause.
You can go if you want.
So I'm going to leave you to it.
Steve gets a call to someone who hasn't managed to get back to his home successfully.
What's his issue?
Just drunk with a fan down the alleyway.
Oh, OK.
We've only managed to get down here, but he starts getting a bit rough.
Does he?
Yeah.
Residents called for help when they thought the man was trying to break into someone's house.
OK, so where do you live?
The man gives an address in an adjacent road. He wasn't breaking in at all. He thought he was opening his own front door.
And it's been heard of before where people have gone to the wrong address and let themselves in, and the people have woke up and found someone on their sofa in the morning.
You're a freak.
Yeah? Shall I take you home?
Yeah.
OK. I'll let you drive round to me, shall I? Come on then, let's go. I'll walk with you to get you home. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Yes, that way then.
That way. You can go with me.
I'll come with you, pal, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. A lot of the roads within Burton, and especially the area where we were, they are all built to the same specification. So at that time of the night, after a few drinks, the houses are going to look extremely similar.
Hey.
The man seems relieved in more ways than one when they reach his street.
I feel like it's celebrate.
Yeah.
You can.
No key, no? Oh, what's this? No, that's a Harry Potter badge.
No.
not quite what I'm after.
Just again.
Had it been a wand and a disappearing spell, Steve might have been tempted.
No, he's just a bit drunk. He got to the wrong house, that's all. He's wet himself as well.
Steve's experience and softly approach has paid off once again.
And, yeah, so she's taking care of him. He's going to have a sore head in the morning, probably. And it's a result that he's not spending the night in a police station, basically. Basically, we've had a phone call to say that someone's trying to steal a bike, and it looks like they might be intoxicated as well.
It doesn't take long for the cops to find the motorbike.
Is that bike there?
Yeah,
and the man they're looking for, who is asleep on the bike.
Sleep on it.
Is this yours?
It's not mine.
It's not yours, is it? Do you want to get off in that case?
Of course.
The drunk man's admitted the bike's not his, but the cops need to work out what's gone on.
Have you got anything on your shin over the moment?
Obviously not.
It's unclear if the man was trying to steal the bike, but the cops have enough evidence of damage to arrest him.
Come this way, boys. Come on then, let's go walk to the car.
Please don't.
I'm not, but walk then.
You are.
I'm not putting any firm on you.
Yeah.
As it dawns on the man that he'll be spending a night in the cells, his attitude takes a turn for the worse.
For what? You're not coming to this.
What do you think you're doing? Sort yourself out now and calm yourself down.
You fucking Your wife is your...
The man's still trying to push Steve's buttons.
Your wife is in her... What is it? Is in her state. She's sucking my dick.
How much alcohol have you had today?
Not much.
Pulling up outside one of the busiest pubs, Rich spots a man he's dealt with before. There's often a problem for the cops when he's drunk.
Because of the stresses with the farming community and the like, it's a bit of a release. Come downtown and have a few pints.
But it's becoming clear the man's had more than just a few pints.
Look, someone's had a few too, hasn't he?
The officers need to make sure the man isn't a danger to anyone, including himself.
Just calm down, buddy.
It's a tenner and I'll take him home. Well, I'm right to do it.
We kind of have drunken incapable and we have drunken disorderly. And at that point, he was a fine line between both of those two things, really. Go pick your coat up and get yourself off home.
Rich knows from dealing with this man in the past that his behaviour is likely to get worse.
I'm trying to get my coat on you.
There's one arm, right?
Yeah, I've got one arm.
What are you ducking after it for?
I'm ducking out the cunt.
The cops are worried that the man won't get home safely on his own.
Want to lift home?
No.
A more proportionate response would be to take him back to his home address so that it could be in the care of a responsible adult who would look after him.
I'm going to go home. Do you manage?
So just take him back to be cared for by his mum. And probably be shouted at by his mum, knowing his mum.
Jim and a colleague are taking the unusual step of taking the man home to his mum. The drunk man's worried about what his mum's going to say when he gets home.
Oh, we're not going to take you to the front door. She wouldn't.
The man is now 100 yards from his front door, but he's refusing to go home.
What?
Mate, I'm trying to roll a flag.
I want you out the door.
And he's fucking dragging me.
Come on, we're going home now.
He's still resisting.
Mark, we're doing nothing.
Don't start this.
We're not starting anything. Look, I've got everything here, look.
Mate, he's coming in.
The cops have had enough.
Don't get me silly, you'll do that.
He's getting arrested.
Mark.
The good deed of driving the drunk man home has backfired, and Rich is not too surprised that the man's been arrested.
As soon as he's had a bit of a drink, that's it, he's off. Well, he just needs to calm himself down, but I don't think he ever will.
The man who moments ago was looking at a night in his own home will now be bedding down in a cell.
He was probably thought that he'd go with the easier option of getting arrested by us than dealing with the consequences of his mother.
I deserve to find some self-confidence.